Today I'm going to show you the most powerful coding workflow out there right now. And we're going to see if it can build a working n8n workflow. Watch until the end to get the entire n8n workflow, but also the document on how to set all this up and then do the coding yourself. So like the video right now and put subscribe. The workflow we are going to try to build is basically a sales pipeline. So we need leads that are collected, then we need to enrich them and then automate sending emails out and update our CRM system. But it's very tedious to set up. So let's see what our one-shot prompt can do. Imagine you're telling your 7-year-old child to go to the store and buy every ingredient necessary for dinner. He's gonna come back with gummy bears, nachos, and all that kind of stuff. The problem is not malicious intent or incompetency, it's just a lack of context. So what's missing is all the information needed. The information needed here is we're gonna cook lasagna. It's kind of the same way if you're coding with AI, and you probably noticed sometimes you just give him a small task and then it's pure bullshit coming out of the language model. The problem is that when you give a task, it's usually, oh, write me this feature or whatever. All the stuff that the model doesn't know, he will just hallucinate. He will just make assumptions. What's lacking here, or how you can minimize this, is more context. Give the model more context. Instead of telling the model, build XYZ feature, we will generate multiple documents. What is it supposed to do? What is it not supposed to do? And then based on these requirements, we can just say, hey, look at these requirements and do exactly that. And then we will minimize all the potential areas to make mistakes. And to generate this context, we're going to use the BMAD method. BMAD is basically an AI development workflow and also a tool that you can use to utilize agents in order to generate all these kind of requirement files, architectural overviews, product requirement documents, and project briefs. So you will have all these kind of documents, and they will serve as the context for your model to then use while development. We're going to try to use this context in a project description combined with an MCP server connecting to the n8n documentation to then one-shot the entire workflow using Claude Code. The workflow I stuck with was basically creating your own Gemini gem with the entire compiled version of the BMAD method with all the agents. And then you will have basically this custom model that you can talk to, and it will stick to the BMAD method. After answering all these questions and really thinking about what is your tool supposed to do and what is it not supposed to do, you will get all these documents and then have all the information for your language model. So the most important thing here is to really go step by step and review everything the model is doing. Because if there are slight mistakes or slight changes to what you are imagining and you are trying to achieve and what the model is basically saying in this document, then the results are going to be way worse. So what you have to do is really review deeply anything that's being said here and clarify everything you are expecting as a requirement. After having done this, for almost 2 hours, we have all the documents we need. This is the entire context that's needed to completely finish this product. We know what's needed and what's not needed. And now we're gonna set up the MCP server in Claude Code, which is luckily extremely easy. So now that we have all these documents in our MCP server, the agent with Claude Code is really gonna know how to build this n8n workflows because he has all the documentation and he also exactly knows what we want to do, what's the goal we're trying to achieve and what does it not have to do. So all we have to do right now is not write this enormous prompt with prompt engineering or something. We can just say, hey, do what's in these documents, read these documents and then do what they tell you to do. This is the workflow we got as a result. From a first glance, it looks absolutely amazing and very spectacular. I'm really flashed by the results we achieved. This is all done purely with context engineering. So we have the MCP, so the n8n documentation is really consumed by Claude. But on the other hand, it's just the context. We very granularly explained what do we need, what do we expect from this product, and we exactly achieved right that. So that's pretty amazing. If you want to download this workflow and if you want to become this 10x developer utilizing AI and you really want to know what are the ideas that are gonna generate me revenue with my startup, then consider joining our school, and it's completely free. We would be very happy if you joined our community.